Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Subwork Studios. Today, I'm joined here by MandRproductions.
Hello.
And we are going
Happy
to
be here.
Yes, and today we're going to be talking about the Porg, UCS Porg Lego set, and stores receiving products.
Yeah, Porg.
Okay. Yeah, what is your opinion on that?
I think it's neat. I really like what they're doing with their kind of buildable, not buildable figures in the sense that they're not buildable figures, like buildable figures are buildable figures, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But like the designing process for like these lifelike animals and droids is really awesome. So I like what they've come up with for the Porg. Obviously, people are going to complain about it because that's what they do with Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's going to be like $65 or $70. There's no concrete price point yet, I think. And there's also no concrete release date. But I heard October 1st is like word on the street date.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see there. But I think it's a really neat model. It's a great way to add something to your collection that's unique for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like BB-8 and R2-D2 from years past.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very great model, especially if they start doing those in like that new like mid-range builder set instead of UCS stuff. Like if they did stuff like that, I feel like this would like fit in that, like with like the BB-8.
Yeah, I think the BB-8 and R2-D2 should fit under UCS though.
Mm-hmm.
Just because if it comes with a plaque, I think one of the defining things of being an Ultimate Collector Series set is having the plaque. So therefore, the Porg would, under my definition, be UCS. Although Lego is not going to define it as such, I also don't think they're going to put it under Master Builder Series, but I wouldn't know that for sure until they actually announce a set with their whole release thing. But I'm curious to see, because it would be cool to redefine what is UCS and what isn't.
Mm-hmm.
But having a plaque, I would think, is one of the defining things of UCS. So it's interesting that the Porg gets a plaque, despite being not really UCS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's also going to be good because it's $60, so it's not like that huge. Like people that want to start UCS stuff it's not like such a huge price point.
Right, and it's, even though it's UCS-ish, I don't even know what to call it anymore because it's a little convoluted, I think, but confusing. But I mean, for $60, it's like a nice, easy price point, 60, 70, whatever it's going to be. Nice, easy price point for people to get in at. And I kind of forgot what I was going to say. But
it looks good, too. Like, it's, like, detailed well.
That's right. The play features on it, so you can open the mouth and move the tail or whatever. So you get a little bit of extra stuff in there as well that they try to include.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a really nice, like, desk model, too. Like, it's not going to take up a giant amount of space on your desk like the, say UCL's Falcon or something like that.
It also costs 10 times less, but
yeah.
Like BB-8, like R2-D2. I mean, a lot of the nicer builds like that are definitely good for your desk, and they don't take up a whole ton of space. So the Porg will definitely fit under that category of Lego Star Wars sets.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't keep any Lego sets on my desk. My desk is my sacred place for no Lego.
Yeah. And then what is your opinion on stores getting products on time? I will know for mine. I shared it in a vlog that I did a couple weeks ago. However, I'm like really angry at my Target recently because they keep saying that they're going to get the Harry Potter minifigs in, but they're not. And like, here's the story. So I was in Boston and I was flying back and I called my Target and they said that they had them in and I was going to make a drive. So I drove down to the Target. It was not my local one. It was like an hour away. I went there and they didn't have them. And they said that they were street dated. So I knew that was fine. And then I got home and then I was like, okay, I'll call I called a couple days later to see like maybe if something changed. And they said that they actually had them. And then I put them on hold. And then I called back like an hour later and they weren't on hold.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
That doesn't have anything to do with stores getting product on time. That's just them having terrible employees, I think.
Yeah, but my stores have also not gotten products on time. It was the Star Wars. It was the most recent. It was the Han Solo sets that were like 3 months late.
These ones that just came out.
Yeah, the ones that were in April, and I never got.
Oh, the April ones.
Yeah, I never got the Winter Wave.
So your store never got the Winter Wave?
Nope, we just never got it.
I find that impossible to believe.
Yeah,
because
we never got it.
I would have to see a picture of the aisles because I don't believe it.
I'll DM you the video that one of the older videos.
But the only so all the Targets get their stock from like a central distribution center. So like Target sends out the same stuff to every store, be it in different quantities. And some stores some stores do get different products depending on their like location, I guess, or area of the country. But that being a product like Lego Star Wars is synonymous, or like you'll find it in every store.
Mhm.
So you'll find the same products in every store. In the distribution center, we'll send the same products, albeit maybe in different quantities to different stores. But I mean, it's entirely possible somebody came and bought that particular store out of Han Solo sets. But on the whole, like the whole distribution thing, from what I understand, just it all comes from a central place. It works its way to each individual store on the truck, and like all the stores get it. Maybe they never put them on the shelf. Maybe they lie. I don't know. But like, it would be very, very odd that a store just never got sets that came out 3 months ago.
Mhm.
Like if you only checked once and just so happened that one time fluke that they didn't have them at the moment, like because someone bought them, I don't know.
That was my local Target, and I went every week and called constantly. They never got them.
You didn't try Walmart?
My Walmart doesn't get stuff. It's again one of those.
Dude.
Yeah. They're all the Walmarts in Colorado. And Targets.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about Colorado.
Yeah.
My experience in Florida though is like all the stores every store gets stuff for the most part a week or two before it comes out, for the most part, or at least in the past like 4 years that I've been paying attention to this. Is that they'll get it within the week or two before it comes out. Sometimes just a few days before it comes out. It just depends. And then it'll sit in the back until like the street date or the set date for whatever Target's going to redo their shelving for it or whatever. And then it goes out. It's all automated. Like all the employees have it on their little phone thing for the store. So
yeah, I also found out, if you remember the original Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter polybag set that came out in December 26th or January 2016, I feel like.
Probably.
We still have that on our shelves. Like there's a lot of them still available. There's like at least like 80 or 90 of them still on our checkout registers.
Yeah, I guess people never bought that one at your checkouts. I mean, I found and I still see there's another one there. Lego Chima set from 2013 on my checkout register maybe 2 weeks ago.
Really?
So it's the checkout registers don't do clearance for those poly bags that go there, so they'll just sit there if nobody buys them.
Yeah, I found
they all get the same DCPI. It's like the collectible minifigures. If no one buys the collectible minifigures, they will sit there. It doesn't matter which ones they are because they all have the same inventory number for their product system. So
I was so mad. I was there about 4 months ago, and I found a Series 13 minifig.
Did you buy it or no?
I didn't, because I owned it already and I didn't want it, but I feel like I should have bought it and just kept it sealed.
Yeah, just for the novelty.
Yeah, just to say like, oh, I still have one. But
right.
My stores are just, I found Barnes & Noble is better for my stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it just case-by-case basis, I guess, in Colorado where you are, I think. Seems to be a little bit wonky with their products.
Yeah, we're wonky, and I know my friends that are huge into Lego are just all feel the same way, that it's just really weird that we don't get stuff.
I just find it hard to believe that a store never got an entire wave of sets, because that's just not how it works. It's just not how it works.
I know, it was so bizarre. And I think we did end up getting it like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it was the weirdest occurrence ever, because I drove to my stores hours away to get stuff.
Yeah, it's just not something I ever have an issue with, is finding stuff. So
yeah,
I'm not particularly phased by stores not getting stuff with other. I'm just I don't know. You have to know where to check, what to check, the stock checkers and everything. You got to do your homework, and I'm sure they had them the whole time. I find it impossible to believe that they just had none for 3 months.
Yeah.
I don't think it works like that.
It's so.
But I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. It's so odd. Well, I think that's all we have for the podcast. Thank you for joining us.
All right, that is a short one. Thank you guys very much for listening.
Okay.